So we are gonna go ahead and get a Triceratops genome up to 50%, incubate it, and release it. So, you know, if you're doing other missions first before doing this one, or experimenting around and doing you do to learn the game, you'll know to go to the expedition area, send out your guys, dig up some Triceratops in the area, get the genome up. After you extract them out up to 50%, go to the incubation area and hatch a Triceratops and wait around for it to happen. Now we're in for another long haul because we all know these missions take a while on each island, and things don't always go as planned, as we've seen before in previous videos. But at least this is the last long one we have to do. So bear in mind, it won't be as bad as some other one we're waiting around forever, but this video is still going to be decently long. Like I said, things don't always go as planned. So, bear that in mind. This game will throw shit at you. Thankfully, it's not like monkeys throwing shit at you, quite literally. But you know, it throws shit at you, so you know you'd expect it. To eat a shit sandwich once in a while, it's gonna be quite soggy. So you better just be prepared for the game just to take a shit on you. Great game overall. I don't have a whole lot of complaints about, other than things happen. Game gets a little irritating, but it's part of the game. Alright, moving on to waiting for this sucker to be done. For the first little segment of this. So, wait for him to be done. Release them. You get your first part of the mission for the first segment done. As always, gotta wait for him to get his ass out there because they're slow. Alright. So once that's done, make sure you have, your necessities, food, water. You need to be going to the next area. Okay, you got a ranger station, which, should already be there. So that'll be done. So, and the other part of it is to get the hookworm parasite researched. So if you've done that, that's also done for you. So now, all that's left is to get the genome up to 70%. And release one with that 70% genome. Pretty easy stuff, guys. Just keep farming for them fossils until you get it up there to 70% and release it. Obviously, the first missions on these islands are going to be pretty easy. Ain't going to be a whole lot of complication to them. So, ain't going to be a big deal. You should know what you're doing by now if you've got enough stuff like I do in the park, so the mission will fly by like a piece of cake. Just gotta wait for him to be done. So, I'm gonna do a little editing here and fast forward this. Just could have cut a little more here myself, but hey. So, he's done. Release him. Wait for him to get out there, and your first island for the science missions will be completed. It's got a nice little pretty pattern doing there. So alright, there's that. And disease. They got AIDS. Damn, dinosaurs butt fucking all the time. I swear to God, I told him not to. So, apparently, it's not done. So, you kill your... God damn, you see that shit? That was some lag and everything. My bad, I thought it was done. This is the third part of this. Skipped a little ahead here, because I figured I could edit them out, but I forgot that there's a third part. So, make sure your butt fucking dinosaur Triceratops' AIDS is cured. If they hold this shit still, and the game was just, the frame rate's just crazy dropping here. I hit him in the head. It's like, what more do you need? Do I need to put the dart up his butt? I mean, I guess so. It's got the AIDS, so maybe you should shoot him in the ass. Come here, shoot you in the ass. This fucking feisty motherfucker, ain't he? Alright, alright. Let's go get this guy. Just frame rates right now, man. Holy crap. What is going on? As I'm watching this and doing my voiceover, it is seriously lagging, guys. So, now that we got him pumped full of darts in his butt, we should be good for the mission. This time, I promise. So, once you make sure that the dinosaurs don't have any diseases, you can happily move on to the science mission number 2. Once the game decides you're done and stops being laggy and whatever's going on with the game just sits there and says that I'm not done because I am done. Clearly, there is no sick dinosaurs. There we go. End mission. Told you guys. Alrighty, here we go. Moving on to island number 2, mission number 2. Research station. My bad. Research center and a ranger station. Bam, make those your first parameters of the mission. Don't have to exactly do where I put them. Do wherever you feel you want. I like to keep all my research stuff and my fossil stuff, all that out of the way of everything else. So go ahead and do what you gotta do to make your stuff wherever you feel home for it. Just keep this stuff wherever you feel like you have to. Make sure they all got their sidewalks connected for pathways and they all got some good power. Connect those pylons and you should be set to go. Just gotta wait for it to construct, then we'll be moving on to the second part of this mission. Just kind of killing some time here, waiting for the building to go up. So, moving on, you will be getting a sick Dilophosaurus. So you just basically gotta wait it out. Diplodocus. Man, these names are really trippy up sometimes, I swear. So you just gotta sit here, make yourself, do what you gotta do, check everything. While you're waiting, make sure everyone's happy. So if you're doing this mission, I suggest that, since if you don't know what this dinosaur is at this point, have a separate pen form made. Beforehand, I already had it all planned out because I knew the mission and I've done this island over a second time for recording purposes because I didn't get it the first time. So you're going to want a second pen because this thing is huge. You're not going to want to put them in those 2 pens you already have that are set on the map for you. So go ahead, make yourself a decent sized pen for this guy because he's going to be pretty big. It's going to be one of the long necked dinosaurs like the Brachiosaurus, so make sure you have a good sized pen, some trees, stuff like that, make him happy. Obviously the food, that's going to be the trees for him also. Make sure you get some water for him in his own little area because you get to take care of him after this point on. See, now we got it all set up over here. Some trees, some grass. Just don't think I have food for him yet. So you get to select where he goes. So obviously I have him, set for his pen. So Gonna go ahead and make that gate because I almost forgot that. Make sure he's got food for when he arrives. And it'll just take his sweet ass time getting down. So. I also decided to do this mission right off the bat, considering that you'll be getting dinosaurs delivered here before anything else, so I also left my pens kind of open for this kind of stuff. The pen at the far right over there is the other open one that you have something to look at. It's going to be for the other dinosaur that you're going to get. So, on a side note here, once he is here, you're going to want to enclose them. Make sure he's got food and water once he's actually set down the ground. So he will go ahead and do his thing. He will go get water and you'll get food, and then it'll be good to go for the third part of the dinosaur. So basically now you're going to have to cure him. So you're going to wait until the bar fills up, that whatever the disease is that they have, so it's going to be identified here, which I can already see in the thing, so I don't know why it's saying it needs to wait for it, but you know. So if you don't have the disease for it, whatever they have, make sure you research that. And I am not even going to try to pronounce that, parasite. So basically, research the disease they have in the research center, which I have everything. And it would be the parasite, if I can find it here. It's going to be early up in the top because this is the second mission. There it is, folks. That parasite. So, make sure you research that if you don't already have it done. And make sure you send a ranger team out there to cure them. And that'll be a good section done for this mission. One dinosaur down, one more to go. Basically, you're going to follow the same steps as this dinosaur right here. You're going to pick a pen for it to go to, and you're going to make sure it's got food, water, it's going to get sick, you're going to make sure it's taken care of, and that's the mission basically. Now, if you don't know what the next dinosaur is, and if you didn't know what this one is, if you didn't know the herbivore, carnivore, it definitely pays to look into to see what it is, so you're not putting them in the same pen and them killing each other, because then that'll just completely screw your mission. So, now we're going to get a sick Metriacanthosaurus, which is a carnivore, which is why I have this separate pen over here still open for that specific dinosaur. It'll make your world a lot easier if you have these things kind of just open like this, so you actually be able to have the spots for them. And then from then on out, you can do other missions to fill up whatever the dinosaurs you get for the missions and do whatever you need to do to beat them. It's always easier if you can get the missions unlocked and decently fast to do them, because sometimes we require you to have dinosaurs be released. And if you're really going along, doing your thing, maximizing capacity, you ain't gonna have the room or the spots for this kind of crap. So it's kind of best if you do these missions that pertain to you making the dinosaurs for them earlier on. So that's also a pretty helpful tip for you guys to be able to not have any problems with the missions, because I've had some missions where I didn't do the missions because I was trying to enjoy the game, playing it, set my pens. I was just too excited to play the game and make everything go, and didn't do the missions right away until a little bit later in the island, and realizing, well, I'm out of room and I don't know where to put the things, and shit would happen and breakouts and mission fails. So learn from my experience of failure. Do them earlier on. So I'm just kind of messing around, waiting for the dinosaur to arrive. I hate how hilly this thing looks over here. Makes that fucking rock over the wall. You're just gonna basically just sit here and wait Make sure everything's good. Make sure all the dinosaurs are happy and your people are happy. Do what you have to do to kill the time. Make sure your island's running properly. If you're getting OCD about the terrain, you can go ahead and start messing with that stuff too. It's gotta wait a lot in this game. All part of the process. As you can tell, I don't have a whole lot going on here with everything. I did it right at the beginning. Helps out a hell of a lot. So get it done out the way. Don't have to worry about anything after that then. So, once he arrives, select your area again. Make sure there is food and water for him in the area, just like the last time. And you should be set to go for him to land down, and he'll be good on that. And then you gotta wait to identify what disease he has. And then obviously go research it if you haven't already possibly got it done. So there you go. It's got the disease. Another weird ass one that, not even gonna try on these ones. Just butcher it. So, whatever they have, research it, go on there and cure them. And that'll be the end of the mission. Pretty simple, guys, right? It didn't seem too bad. Like I said, knowing what the dinosaurs are and having pre-preparation for it definitely helps. So if you watch this before you do this, hopefully not too long into the island, it'll help you out quite a bit. And if you're having kind of issues with it, severe issues with the game, you can always restart your island as a possibility. Nothing I would really recommend doing, considering that it takes hours to put into these things. But since I was already done with the game and I was going through it for video purposes for you guys to watch, I didn't give a shit. Just started it over, reset the island up, kind of did it a better way. Showing you here where the parasite's at. And that will do the mission as soon as he is healed up and not sick. Great progress so far, guys. We are only 18 minutes into this video, and we are already on mission 3 of 5. Don't worry though, they get longer, because that's just how the game gets, especially with the last one. Alright guys, moving on to mission 3 on Island 3. We're going to make a Dilophosaurus and a Velociraptor with 80% genome. So, they also have to remain in the closure. So, with no big deal, Velociraptor, make 3 of them in a pen. Have it like pre-set up once you do the mission. Just have like a bunch of them in there ready. If you already have a Velociraptor pen, just that way you're safe. I don't have to worry about them breaking out. Otherwise, if you just go make one, and you do the mission, and you go do the other, and then you're not paying attention, you're gonna mission fail because they broke out, and you're wondering what the hell's going on. Did I say Dilophosaurus? My bad. The Dilophosaurus. Oh, Jesus Christ. The one we made in the last one we had in the last one, so I was sick. Hey, these names, man. The last dinosaur we had in the last mission. So, we have your separate pens for herbivore and carnivore setup. Make sure they're all good and go. This one, It's one of them circumstances where I had this big pen over here with a bunch of dinosaurs in it, making things, trying to get things, for other achievements, releasing dinosaurs and all that good shit, and realizing that, hey, this pen is getting too small and cramped for all these dinosaurs, and they were getting kind of cranky. See what I mean over here? They're already getting pissy and breaking things because of the circumstantial not enough room. So keep that in mind. Like I said, do them earlier in the level so you're not running into these kind of issues. That is why the other one went so smoothly. They're empty pens. There's nothing to worry about. Pretty easy. Because once you have them, in their good old retrospective comfort, you know what you gotta do? You gotta make their thresholds drop. That's right. You have to piss them off. On purpose, guys. So, this is probably, in my opinion, one of the hardest in the game. Period. Just simply because there is no other mission like this where you need to piss off your dinosaurs on purpose, but you have to maintain them enclosed for a timed period. Pretty dumb if you ask me, pretty annoying. I personally, this is one of the only things I have against this game is this mission. Hate it. Absolutely hate it. I've probably did it 4 or 5 times, just simply fact because you're gonna piss them off. What are they gonna do? They're going to break out, and if you are not on top of this, it's probably best if you could put 2 helicopter teams on each side to knock them out. The tranquilizer teams each side, like right next to the pen or something stupid. I'm not even kidding, guys, because they're not gonna get across the map to both of them fast enough if they do get out. If they are out, you have approximately like 30 seconds to get them back in or something stupid. Because I remember I would go to immediately get there and then knock them out. And as they're transporting them back into the pen, it would be like mission failed. It's pretty bad. It's pretty quick failure. So once they get out, it's almost instantaneous fail. You have to really react fast to get them back in there. Other than that, what you could do to revert back, the Velociraptor is the trickier one. What you're going to want to do after you get rid of his buddies to piss him off. I mean, you could have got rid of some of the other stuff, possibly. But I just got rid of his buddies. It's the quickest way to do it. Because he don't want to have no social life. And I made sure of it. So if you do it that way, if you get rid of the buddies, then that just drops instantaneously. If you want to do it that way, in the pen, make sure that there are the Velociraptor being ready to, be released as soon as its comfort level is done and you actually have it all set to where it says it's checked off. Go ahead and release them. Make sure his comfort level goes back up before he breaks out and screws the mission up. So, this is one of the longest missions in the game, simply fact, because you gotta make them, you gotta release them, you gotta piss them off, so you wait for the comfort to drop, and then you have to wait more. Wait. As you can see there, I have a check mark on it because I have other Velociraptors ready to be released as soon as I get his done. Now, what you could do, if you think you want to take it slow, super slow of the mission, you could do one at a time. That way you're sitting there and you're focused on one. And if they do break out, you can knock them back out and put them back in the pen pretty quickly. Me, I'm just an impatient, guy. So I just went ahead and pissed them both off at the same time. And I'm running around back and forth like a chicken with head cut off. Going, holy shit, this mission's annoying. Probably would have saved me a big headache if you do one at a time. Wouldn't be too bad doing it that way. At least that way your helicopter team could focus on that only one person who is out if they do get out. Like these guys over here because they need some siblings. They're getting pissy too. Uh, this mission can really bite you in the ass, guys. So just make sure that you're watching your specific targeted mission dinosaurs. Nothing else matters at this point. Watch their comfort levels, see where they're at. Obviously, the Plodicus takes a bit to drop, so definitely really do, but just sit here and you'll know once their comfort level drops. You will see the fade out timers start lighting up and they will start counting down. Which is really strange that the Velociraptor isn't going down yet, because you'd think that he would be getting pissy. Because their comfort's not a lot. It's getting there though. See, they don't need a lot of forest or grass, so if you could take away all their grass, which there isn't much any in there anyway. So you could do that also. That way you don't have to worry about making any more raptors. But there goes the counter for the raptor. It's counting down. All you gotta do is just sit there and wait. Obviously, the best way to piss off the Diplodocus is to just get rid of his trees. Easy fix too. Just give him some trees. Once he's done. So we got a crazy amount of things going on here. On top of this mission, that we got diseases breaking out. You know, it's always a fun thing to do while you're trying to do your mission. Oh, thoughts that you need is your dinosaur getting sick and dying under your nose because you're trying to multitask everything else at once here. Just like these guys over here who are just constantly like, hey, I'm cranky, I'm pissy, I don't have siblings, wah, wah, wah. Well, guess what? I am busy. Suck it up. That could also be a problem to mission failures too, is your constant ADHD on the park itself is worrying about what everything else is going on and what the hell is doing over here. Oh boy. Because you don't want to risk, that getting out to fail your mission. I don't think it will, but you never know, because the game will just fail you for the stupidest shit, it seems sometimes. So, to be safe, you can have that be a problem too, just to fix everything else, put them away. Oh, here we go. So, since he's got a huge pen, I'm glad he broke out the back walls. What you can do also, folks, is you can reinforce the front walls, or if you feel like the side walls too. For the raptor and the other guy, just put some extra walls around there in case they do break out, because that way, hopefully by the time that they're done with their little rage fit for a little moment, that they'll just stop and go back, and then you can go and repair it real quick. It's always a good strategy to have for the carnivore pens, especially with the raptors and Deinonychus. When the storm's coming, usually they'll end up coming and breaking the first wall, and once the storm's gone, they'll calm down, and you can go and fix it, and by that time everything's done and nothing happened, and they didn't get out. So I'm getting pretty lucky here, I would say, because he broke the back walls, because he could have went with the first wall immediately and just broke that and gotten out instantly, and that would have been pretty chaotic. So I don't know exactly why my guy's taking so long. You gotta repair this, but they drive like grannies, so looks like he's just chilling there, which is pretty funny. And there you go. Velociraptor is done. Checked off. Don't even think I realized at this point. I'm more concerned about where's my repair guy. Because, damn, what in the fuck are you doing, dude? Did you just take off? Like, taking a big dump or something? Because you literally just took off. Well, radio station's like right there. I don't understand what the hell that guy's doing. I should get on top of that and release them raptors because he's done. And the Diplodocus doesn't even have the counter started yet. So Like I said, one at a time is probably going to be your best bet to save you a headache. It'll take longer, but at least you won't be doing it 4 or 5 times like I did. So, release little buddies. Make sure he gets back to being happy, so I can focus on the other guy. You are one slower pair guy. He just like smashing up along the whole wall there, which is pretty funny. Pretty funny indeed. Gonna finally come and fix this shit now. Hey, you should turn around. You got a buddy. Technically, you only need 2 raptors to make them happy. I always like to have 3 just because it's a little bit above that threshold, so you're not sitting there teetering. Especially if one eventually dies in this game like they do, and then you're tipped over that limit again, and then you're gonna have some problems on your hands. So once you make sure that that's all done and fixed up and he's happy, you don't have to worry about one of these areas no more. Honestly, it would have been best if you just drive in there yourself and then just fix. Probably just send them there, and then once you get close, you just take over. But it's a pretty easy tactic to do in the game is, send the guy to the area, at least let him get the driving out of the way, and then you can go there and just fix it all yourself, and that way you don't worry about filling up a task manager, and you can do it twice as fast. But as you see there, Raptor is not happy still because he's just a dumb shit. Even though he's got a buddy, there's just no pleasing him. So, I'm just still sitting here waiting on the other guy to get mad. Guess you just get mad till you get glad, huh? And I'd be like, oh yeah, you want to break my walls? Well, have a tranquilizer up your butt. If you do knock out your subject, make sure they're not knocked out too long because they will die. And you don't want that for your mission because that's another failure. Once you think you got everything else under control, maybe you can focus on the mission at hand here. Everything else is breaking out and everything else is dying on me, and they're just smashing the walls for no apparent reason and getting mad because they cranky. Well, you know what? You have Buddy, so go kiss and make up. You don't need to be breaking my walls no more, man. Damn Raptors. Alright, as you can see, that at the bottom there, that once you knock them out, you definitely need to get them back up on their feet instantly because it doesn't count them as being in the enclosure and secured stuff. So, yeah, make sure that's not an issue for you there. Don't knock them out too long. If you have to, just move them. Do it fast. So, this guy's comfort is pretty low there, down there, so it takes quite a bit to get him going. So more than likely you're gonna have the Raptor done before him anyway. So it probably is just the best bet to do them both at once. Maybe do the Raptor a little ahead of time just because he's got the way. That way it's one less when I'm done. You can focus on him. So it's gonna take him quite a bit to get him down to that level to where he's gonna be mad. He's gonna finally realize, hey, you took away my trees. I don't get to go hide no more from these visitors who were staring at me all day long and pissing me off. So, once he realizes his trees are gone, he'll cry. and you'll cry deeply, and then the counter will start. There it goes. Counter started. Holly fucking Luya. This mission takes forever. This one's seriously long ass tail, man. You would think that the longer that tail is, the harder it would be to protect, because yeah, something nibbling on it way back there, man. Like someone would be sniffing your butt and you wouldn't even know it way back there. I'm horrible, guys. I know it. I am horrible. Almost getting to that 5th star. So, you get to sit here, watch them have fun, eat some snack cakes and whatever have you, and make sure your park's running good. Make sure you get that welfare up there, because anything with the feeders is not good for your welfare. And then there's that. Always something. Whether it be a power outage or a tornado flying up the butt. Thankfully, there isn't a crazy amount of that until you do the DLC. Warning. So, you're just gonna sit here and make sure everything else is happy. Make sure they don't get out. Just sit here and baby them. Turn your power back on. Not a lot more you can really do. Maybe take a little nap. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. They'll get out. Yep, he's ready over here. He's like, hey, my trees, man. What'd you do with my trees? This guy was in the middle, like, I don't even care right now about my trees. But this guy over here says, hey, he ain't gonna stand up for our trees. I will. We need them trees. If not one Diplodocus gets pissy, they all get pissy. They all need them trees. So that's the issue you have if you're doing it with the multiples of other dinosaurs in the same pen. They're all, some are dependent upon trees or whatever have you to do what you're doing to piss them off. So it's going to affect most of them. So they're all going to start smashing the walls, which will lead to a big, a big event of catastrophe, and then there's mission again. Oh, better go and fix the wall to the right. That got broke too. Okay, oh, look. There you go, guys. There you go. He is happy. So, after you piss him off, you make him happy. Sounds like the reasonable thing to do for a science experiment on dinosaurs, right, guys? You sit there, you make them, you piss them off, you test their boundaries, and then you make them happy. Like I said, apparently a threshold and instantly went back up, and I don't even care if they broke out. So, once you make them mad, put the trees back, make them happy. End the mission. Thank God, right at the last moment when they broke out, and I didn't even notice there. Moving on, guys, to mission number 4. You're going to need to make all these dinosaurs with at least 85% genome. Deinonychus, a Metriacanthosaurus, a Gallimimus, and a Chasmosaurus. It's not too bad. You can put most of them in the same pen. Think this one's longer than it should be because I think I released the wrong one and I couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. So this one won't be anywhere near as bad as the last one. So we'll be moving on here to making the dinosaurs. You'll just be doing whatever you want for the did I say Yeah, this is Chasmosaurus. My bad. I thought it's Camarasaurus. I'm like, these names, Chasmosaurus, Camarasaurus. See, that's what I did right there. That's where I fucked up. I thought it's Camarasaurus and it's Chasmosaurus. So keep that in mind. They're pretty similar in names. So I'm apologizing right now. It's gonna be like the other video where I was at the beginning of the game and dumbass me wasn't knowing how I was gonna do my game yet, and I was just eating time. Unless you guys don't like, don't mind me sitting here talking to you guys about this game and just being a complete idiot. I'm sure everyone has their moments once in a while, especially when it deals with some fucking name that you don't even really pay 100% attention to, because let's be honest here, some of these names are a bit holy shit. How do you say that? Oh, okay, I'm not gonna sit there and try to learn how to spell these, so you kind of just remember the basics of, Deinonychus, Dinon, you just kind of look at that, and, oh look, the cha, the cha, the cho, okay, that's that, okay. So now I'm just sitting here making the wrong dinosaur. And the Chasmosaurus is the little other Triceratops looking thing, I'm pretty sure, up around here somewhere. And I am not paying any mind, and because the Camarasaurus is like the Brachiosauruses with the big long necks, they take forever to make, and I am sitting here waiting for them to be made, thinking I need a couple of them, because the Deinonychus I already had a setup pen for them, so they take a bit too, but they're not a big deal. I was ready, making them for a purpose of having it in the pen, so the mission worked out perfect for it. All you gotta do is put a little Metro in there, a little Metro Conthrosaurus, make it all good in there, and then make the Chasmosaurus in the same pen as the Gallimimus. Now the Gallimimus are quick and easy. You can make them boom, 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 done. Your longest ones are going to be your Metriconthiosaurus, Deinonychus. Chasmosaurus isn't going to take too long either. But because I fucked up royally on this one, and I went around looking at it like, okay, why am I not getting it marked down for this being done? And I apologize for not editing through this. I was recording the game kind of like a dumbass, and I didn't want to go through after I did this, and I slapped all these, missions together after I pulled them out of my videos and found them. I just found the beginning times and the end times of each mission, slapped them on the timeline, and didn't really go through a lot of them watching, because I didn't really want to sit there and spend another 40 minutes watching this video, and I forget, after waiting so long like an idiot to do this, that I didn't edit out some of these stupid moments that I had that I forgot all about. Like I said, the Chasmosaurus, I'm pretty sure it's at the top, because I'm not seeing it. I'm just kind of watching over. Stupid shit, guys. Make sure you make the Chasmosaurus, not the Camarasaurus. And it will take me some time to realize that, hey, what the fuck did you do wrong here? Guess I decided to have a whole bunch of Deinonychus, huh? Now, these things definitely need 3. If you're making Deinonychus, you will need to have 3. A little bit more picky than a Velociraptor. You can get away with 2 for a raptor. So, like I said, you got Gallimimus quick and easy. Spit them out. Once you're done with those, just make the 4 of those quick. Done. Then go ahead and make your Chasmosaurus after that in the same pen. I think you need 3 of them to make them happy. So make sure you just make 3 of them at once and be done with that. If you have a big enough pen, like my bigger one up top there, you can just make the Metrocanthosaurus with the Deinonychus, make 3 Deinonychus and the Metrocanthosaurus, and you'll be happy there. On a couple pens worth right there, and you should be good. So I'm just trying to kill time while waiting for everything to be made and just going through and get more fossils because it's just a really good method you should be doing. Constantly farming them fossils, constantly, because you're going to need to do the dig sites at the end of the game anyway. So dig them dry, folks. Just dig them dry. Just non-stop dig every island you're on. Just dig, extract constantly. You don't want to waste any time with them. If you got the resources to do it, do so. So, changed the pen up here because I had carnivores in here. Now I made it particular to the mission, which is hilarious. I'm still going along with this. Hilariously long, how long I do this, and these dumbasses take forever to make, and it's just ridiculous. Now you would think for a little dinosaur like the Metrocanthosaurus, you'd almost think that you could get away with 2. I don't really understand why you couldn't. You know, I know they're extremely territorial, but come on. Alright, guys. I did edit out a lot of that waiting time. Thank God. Couldn't remember if I did or not, so that'll save a lot of time. So after I realized my mistake here, I ended up making my oh my god, my Chasmosaurus is over in the pen. Like I said, they look like another little Triceratops, and I ended up being like, well, now I don't have enough stuff for these guys, so I'm just gonna knock them out and sell them. Get rid of them. Don't even need you guys anyway, you picky bastards. Crazy. Just crazy. And I mean, I like pump that area full of their trees too, and they're like, oh, trees. We need excessive amount of trees. We just don't want the people to watch us. See, look at that, all the trees, and like I don't. It's not enough. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you need 1,000,000 trees, man? Just get over yourself. You're not that special. You're really not. Mm-mm. Just not having it, are you? He ain't having it, guys. He ain't having it. Now, pretty sure this is before the update when you couldn't even cancel dinosaurs to get your stuff back for them. So once you made that dinosaur, you were stuck with making that dinosaur. So glad they added that feature in there to stop being made. Definitely helpful. Definitely. So, just waiting for the Chasmosaurus to be made. Like always, just settling with everything. Babying my dinosaurs that I didn't need in the first place. Such a shame. Such a shame. Now tell me why that guy's happy. Because dumbass over here is all by the wall where there's no trees. Like a fucking retard. I love when you get sabotaged like that. That's the best ones right there. Those are the best ones you could possibly get during a mission. Your best bet is to just drive down there. If you have an extra team, try to send to the other gates for carnivores, because carnivores are gonna obviously bolt for them damn doors. Herbivores, nah, ain't gonna care. They might wander to it and then get out. The curious ones, like the bird ones, because we all know the birds are the curious ones. It's pretty funny how they didn't get out though. See that shit? Still open, but the Metrocanthosaurus is kind of like, he's a good boy. He ain't really caring about what's outside those gates. He knows he's got his food and his water in there, and he's happy. Pretty funny. So, just still waiting. They are ready. It looks like at least one of them is. Always. Always something to mission. That's what I'm saying. And there's my mission parameter, Deinonychus. He's down there, escaped. Oh, he's knocked out now, bitch. So, I want to get these guys out of here so bad. Just get them out of the pen. Out of the incubation area, at least, I mean. Man, that helicopter's having a hell of a time knocking them out. Finally got him. Holy shit. So, with that being said, chaos at its best, right? Now, that sabotage, if you don't already know at this point in the game, which you should, is due to the lack of, you can tell, security is all the way down. Now, it's best to just kind of balance them all back and forth until they're all up there pretty high, because having one that low means you're going to have a lot of stupid shit like sabotage and whatnot happen, so. Tell me how that Deinonychus got all the way up there. And then, this island is notorious for its great storms, so. This mission just does not want to end, guys. Now, this is due to me mainly having issues, and at least I edited out some of the stupidity of it, but I could have skipped some more, it looks like. Yep, could have skipped some more on it. Let's just hope that your runs on these go a little smoother than what mine have done here. Cause holy shit, right? Pretty annoying when things constantly go wrong, especially when you're in a mission. Now it's not so bad if you're not doing a mission, and who cares about contracts for God's sakes, cause they can be handled in their own time. But if a mission going, especially if you can fucking nail it, like some stupid, like, well, they could escape and then that's the end of it. Thankfully, we don't have that here. Because it would have been done deal long ago. So, finally released the chest with sources. And returning every of these Deinonychus back to their proper pens. Which, honestly, I should have all just put them in the big pen. So, finally getting to the end of this crap. Finally, right? There. There you go. So, as if it wasn't bad enough that you had to do all that shit, make sure everything's going smoothly, you have to ensure all carnivores are housed together and all of the herbivores are enclosed together, and ensure herbivores and carnivores are enclosed separately, and ensure that the dinosaurs are made and enclosed secured enclosure. Okay, guys, so that is your next step. So, like I said, should just put them all in the same pen up there. Thankfully, I did all the herbivores because they got it all checked off. So, once you move them all into one pen, like I said, just do that ahead of time and put them on one pen, and then all of this would have been done and long avoided. So, there's that for you, right? Almost done with this mission. Mission 3 can be kind of a bitch if if you're not prepared for it. And, you do some stupid shit like make up the wrong dinosaur because you don't really realize there's an H there. All these Saurus fuckers to sell them, man. Just knock them out and sell them is the best bet for these guys. Just get rid of them all. So there you go. That they are enclosed separately and blah blah blah. So my looking at this, I'm like, well, it's gonna be easier to move one guy than it is gonna be to move 3 of them over there because you know that the Deinonychus can't be left alone because they're a bunch of fucking babies. So if you haven't done that, move them all to the same pen, and once you do that, after I realized I don't even care anymore about these guys, just get off of my property. Don't care. Yawn. Alright, guys. Good enough, right? I'm ending this. Knock him out. Put him in the pen. Knock him out. Put him in the pen. Alright. Now you have this special to do. You have to meet the needs of each dinosaur. Grass, social, forest. Mission's such a drag, guys. And in case you haven't noticed, I could not get away with it in the other pen. I knocked him out. I put him in the pen. Too small. So I skipped it all again for you guys because this fucking mission is just a bit of a bitch. Just if you're watching this, just do what I did, man. Just put them all in a big pen from the get-go. Make them all in the same pen. Blah blah. Right there, back and forth. Crops like this. Bam bam. Would have been done in like 20 minutes. I turned like a fucking 20-minute mission into an hour-long mission by itself almost because you don't know what you're doing. Honestly, if you're made to me dinosaurs, you really don't know what you're in for. With that being said, keep it simple. 3 Deinonychus, because that's the social right there, barrier that needs to be made, because they're social. Well, apparently it is in the blue, but I don't know what the hell. It's their social. So, make 3 Deinonychus in the pen with the Metriacanthosaurus. So that'll all be done. Like I said, these guys need 3 of them. I told you that before. Make 3 of these, and your Gallimimus, and you will be good. And the mission, if you do all that ahead of time and you just spit them all out in the same pens like this, your mission will be done in a matter of 20 minutes. I promise you. You'll just be like, oh, you made this dinosaur. Oh, made all these dinosaurs. Okay, you're done. Oh, okay. Well, now they need to be all separated. Okay, I was done. Well, all the other stuff's okay. It's done. Okay, mission's done. It's gonna be as simple as that. Simple as that, guys. I made this mission way too complicated for what it was worth, and I apologize for that. Like I said, the game don't always go as you would like, because you don't know what to expect sometimes. That is the beauty of playing video games, right? You don't always know what to expect. Things won't always go as you planned. Or you won't know at all. And therefore, shit happens. So now we were just waiting for the last Chasmosaurus to be made. Once he's made and released, this will be the end of the mission. I'm getting rid of that guy because he needs to have his own little area because he doesn't need very many people. All them armor plated ones don't really need much company. So we're just gonna sit here. It's gonna take a breather. A nice, big, stress relieving breather, right? Knowing that it is almost done. This mission should not have taken this long. Now, if you really want to hurry these missions along, depending upon how you think you want to, you could always just have the fewer slots selected with the faster rate times, maybe one success rate, because speed isn't always key when they might possibly fail, as long as you didn't put too much crap on them. But sometimes it don't take much, and their viability will drop, and then they will just start dying in the incubation process. And it'll take longer then. So just go ahead. Make sure everything is okay. Oh, excuse me, guys. Before we can go on to the next island. Now, the last one, I don't quite think I actually cut out a lot like I did with the other one in terms of the order I did them in. When I was recording, I kind of was recording one in a longer process of the entire mission of me making them and blah blah blah. Like the other one I did for you guys, I literally didn't record until I started the releasing process, which I had them already made, already sitting there to be released with the mods on them and all that good stuff done. So the last mission is always the same for all three factions, just the different diversity of the dinosaurs itself and the ratings you gotta get for them. Other than that, it's all basically the same. You make so many dinosaurs with the higher mods, and then you release them with the higher rating, and blah blah blah, and then you do something else, and then it's done. So I'm guessing by the remaining time in the video here, because there ain't gonna be much time once. Wow, now everything else dropped down too. You seeing this shit? You seeing this shit? The game, fuck with you. It just, Anyway, the time left. I'm assuming that I didn't do that process on this one, because it's probably the first one I did of recording. Not even sure. I know I didn't do it on one of them. And then I record like all of the process of making the dinosaurs with everything, and I didn't cut it out, which is nice to cut out some of this crap because it takes forever to make something a dinosaur. Probably a bit of overkill in the video, but hey, maybe you think it's fun to watch the struggle of the game and how real it gets. Because if you don't know what the dinosaur's needs are, you don't know what to expect. You don't know how many to make. You don't know what the need for grass. You don't know what the need for population. You don't know what the need for anything. You just don't know. You just make it and you wing it. It's what every single dinosaur you release brand new that you don't know anything about. You just sit there and stare at its stats page, realize, hey, I can't have this with a group of a big herd. Oh, I need like 4 of them. So, now that the social is done, just gonna have to wait until that the other ones are good for forest in the grass, which I don't understand why, because the fucking forest was just maxed out earlier when the social was down. The game at its finest right here messing with you. So, you're just gonna have to sit here and be like, well, what the hell? Fucking forest, who needs forest? Nobody. It's like, okay, you didn't give a crap before, so just throw down some trees and make them shut up. I honestly think the game is just being a bit buggy myself, considering that before the trees and the grass were 100% instantly maxed out, and now it just drops for no apparent reason. I mean, I'm sure it might have to do something with the dinosaurs running around in their areas, but still, I mean, it's like the trees are still there. They didn't move. They didn't get them walk away. They're there. I mean, your trees are still there. So who gives a shit where you are in that enclosed pen? And it might be due to partially this sneaky devil, how he got out. I don't know. I'm assuming when try to cheat it here. I did cheat it. It was him. Yeah, it was him. He wasn't the pen. So, hey, and now a disease. So apparently that wasn't the last step. Last step was not ensuring they're all happy. Hey, this mission is quite a drag. So I cheated it. I gave him force outside the pen. That was the problem. I'm gonna knock him out movement here. I'm assuming he got out sneakily and the roll broke and I never caught it. And he somehow remained close by like a weirdo. Pretty funny. So maybe after all, the last mission won't be quite as long as I think. Just sitting here, waiting again. The game at its freaking finest. You never know what to expect, man. You never know. So once you get your guys in here, and hopefully they can get some mods on them to have a better accuracy, because holy crap, right? Or if you feel the need, just go ahead and just take over yourself. Take over yourself and trank them. It looks like he ain't even doing anything but sitting in the water. At this point, guys, I have had enough of this mission, and I have had enough of the AI not doing their job and just staring at the dinosaur who need to be tranked. Like a bunch of idiots. I want the mission to be done. And here you are, not even doing your job. Can be a bit glitchy times, guys. Alright. No more sick dinosaur in that pen. So, here we go. The other pen. Sick dinosaur in other pen. Yes, because you knew it was going to happen, right? If it's going to be one pen, it's going to happen in the other pen. It ain't going to be just half your dinosaurs. So, probably overall, the second worst mission in the game. Quite a long, time consuming drag, if you ask me, guys. Now, this mission is just horrendous. ridiculously horrendous. As it wasn't bad enough, I screwed up at the beginning and made the wrong dinosaur. It got off to a bad start. Very bad start, right? So that did not help the case whatsoever, now did it? Alright, guys. Finally, once you get your disease freed of the area, you are now finally done with mission 4, and we are able to go to the last mission. Thank God for that. Now, there's your parameters for mission 5. Take it and read them and weep, guys. I guess there's no modifications to be done with them, and I did edit out a lot of shit. So, with that being said, you need to make the Pentatriceratops. I didn't get to read it fast enough. The Pentaceratops. You make 2 of the Pentaceratops. I think these are one of the really picky ones, so I think you need to make 3 or so to make them happy. The Kentrosaurus. Yeah, the Kentrosaurus. You need to make some of those. You need to make 4 Triceratops. So you make 4 Triceratops, you'll be good. 4 Triceratops, you don't need to make any more than that. So, like I said, 3 of these things, and you can't make very many more of these things. I honestly think they're like the reindeer Triceratops. Now, I kind of skipped around here. I did some more editing and cut some crap out. Because I needed to do some research for another one for the Kentrosaurus. One of my favorites, Allosaurus. So the Kentrosaurus is like another Hawaiiansaurus or Stegosaurus of the family. So make 4 Triceratops there, you'd be good. You need to make at least 3 Pentaceratops to make them happy. And what the problem is you need to have 100% genome. That's why I edited out a lot of the mission, because it wasn't all the way up, and I was releasing some of them and having that issue like, oh, I didn't read thoroughly that you need to have 100%. So make sure you guys have 100% genome with all of these guys before you release any of them. Because otherwise, you'll be making them and you'll be seeing that it's not counting because they are not 100%. That being said, they all need to be enclosed together in the same pen. So, as you can tell, there is one carnivore amongst the group here, the Metracanthosaurus, amongst others. Now, it's going to kind of go back and forth, as you'll see, and kind of pick fights with things, so it'll be interesting a little bit here. So, once you get your less picky ones out the way, the ones that are pretty easy to make, your Triceratops, your Pentaceratops, get them out the way. Dickwad over here thinks he needs to have some fun, apparently. So is that guy. Not sure what's going on here, why they're getting mad, but sure to see it seem don't like they want to be in their pens right now. So I have a good amount of dinosaurs here in these pens. As you can see, it's split in half to keep them separated amongst the capacity here. Trying to clear out the other ones I had in here because I made Stegosauruses for some reason or another. I needed like 5 of them bitches just to make them happy. So that's why he's probably pissed he's got no food over there. Probably could have edited out a lot more that's for you guys, honestly, here to make this a little bit shorter, but hey. Because the Apatosaurus, whatever the hell that thing is, is not 100%. So there's another one that's not quite done. Oh, well, I'm sure you guys at this point, if you're listening to this entire video, have either A, sick of me rambling, or B, at this point you just don't care anymore, and it's for entertainment purposes only. So you pick whichever you choose. If you are listening to this whole entire thing in its entirety, you can always leave me a comment below and let me know what you think of whether or not you're sick of me by now or you think this is hilarious. I would definitely love to see the comments, responses to this, because it's definitely hilarious. All of this entire game, all of its miscellaneous stuff that you don't ever expect. Oh boy. Still with me, guys? Still awake? I hope so. We're almost done. We're almost going to get the achievement. We are almost through this game. Not a whole lot longer to go. So I've done some knocking out dinosaurs. And I think I don't know why I knocked those out. I know I knocked the stegosaurus out on purpose and I'm moving over their pen, get them away from the area. So I thought I didn't quite get this completely 100% edited out. I did a good chunk of the waiting for the Kentrosaurus for the genome to be 100%. I just didn't get the other one out of the way. Once you get the genomes at 100%, we can get that stupid, annoying bit out the way and we can get on with the mission and have some fun. Now, obviously, you're going to want to do what I did and wait to make the Metricontosaurus for last. Yeah, see, I did there. I did knock out one by accident and move him over, unless I did this on purpose. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think I did. Hmm. So, trial and error, right? All this game ever is trial and error. Frustrations, what have you. You know, all that good stuff. So I think I tried to move the Triceratops over to the other pen because this pen is going to get overcrowded. At least I try to make, extra room for the oncoming bullshit. Because who knows if it's going to count in the same pen if it's walled or not, but I don't think it does. So I will be doing another editing clip up here, cutting out some more for you guys. So don't worry, this entire thing is not all drag. Mainly it is a drag. But I did some editing again. And I will be cutting out some more to make sure that this process isn't such a huge waste of time. So that way you guys won't be sitting here like, why are we watching this? Get to the fucking point. You are wasting my time with this video. And I get it. I understand. Sometimes video guides, they don't go as planned. And I honestly could have done a little bit of a better job myself, and I'm sorry for that. So, Here we go, guys. I skipped ahead again for your sake to make this a little bit briefer. Hopefully, I didn't keep too much bullshit more in here for you guys. I know that it takes a little bit longer to do some of this. I'm trying to show you how I release the Kentrosaurus is here. So, Kentrosaurus, not sure if I can look at his stats or not, what you need for him. So I honestly don't remember by memory how picky they are, if you need more than the parameter needs for the mission or not. And he just getting all sorts of mad over there again. Oh, there's people in there too, which is always funny. So I'm just playing right now, just digging, trying to get everything up to 100% before you release it. All you can really do is try your best to 100% everything as fast as you can. I mean, it's gonna be a bit lucky because some of the faults are stacked on the same one as others, so you're not gonna get them all, right away. It's gonna take a bit. So just keep doing what you gotta do. I'm gonna edit out some more for you here. I'm trying to show you that at least I released some Kentrosaurus for you. In the meantime, all right, here we go, guys. Kentrosaurus are out there. They're released. They're out in the wild. They're doing their thing. We got the 4 Triceratops. We got the Pentaceratops. And now we are releasing the get this shit out of my face. The Apatosaurus. Maybe not the Apatosaurus. How do you pronounce? How do you? Apatosaurus. I'm not even sure. I don't remember how they said it in the game. Yeah, one of the other crazy long-necked ones. And you will need 2 of those as well. So make sure you release 2 of those. Along with everything else, make sure everyone's nice and happy. Everyone's got their food. And last but not least, the Metriacanthosaurus. These things always take a little bit to release. And of course, as always, you have a power outage. Where would your game be without some crazy shit happening on top of everything else? Where would it be, guys? So, releasing everything now. I think you need 3 of these guys to make them happy. At this point, I'm just trying to get it done. It's one of the missions where I did a decent amount of editing just to get the long haul out of the way, so you guys watching wouldn't be like, okay, here we go again. I mean, it is pretty surreal that way, but it is also very, very annoying, and it's just a long, drawn-out process. So, there you have it. Metriacanthosaurus released. Long, drawn-out process. Long, drawn-out process. So, and of course, it is even going to really count as it sent it through and closed together, because as soon as he gets released, and then there's the guy in his face. So, yeah. because this should say that they're enclosed all together, because they are. They're all there. Believe it or not, game. They're all there. So what I did is, if you have any issues with this crap, because obviously, releasing that kind of carnivore with the other sizes, you typically wouldn't have an issue if you had like a T-Rex with a Brachiosaurus, because it ain't gonna take on no Brachiosauruses, bullshit like that. But little ones will definitely take on little ones, so it's an issue with this mission. That's the only problem here you have. So, and it killed it, and I'm pretty sure I had more than enough. So I think I had more. So I think if you lose some, you're gonna have to remake them. So what I did is, just to make him happy to have his own food area, it took a bit. You'll see here, obviously you have to knock him out. It's still saying they're not enclosed together. So I gave him his own feeder, try to separate away from the rest of them. It's kind of hard to do with the decent bunch you've made, but if you can, try to do what I did here. Give him his own little hole. I'm not sure if you put him in his own little enclosed wall, if it'll do anything or not, if it'll still count. I mean, you could give it a shot. Let me know in the comments below if it works or not. I just ended up knocking him out, moving him over here, hoping that he would just go see his food, go to his food, get some water, so he's happy for a long enough duration of time to where the mission can continue. So I just kept trying that out. Knock him out, move him over there, and see what happens. So just looking around, multitasking on the map here. Replace my Kentrosaurus. Make another one, the Apatosaurus, whatever the hell you want to call it. Now, I think he's landed down here. But I'm moving. Yeah, I think they all need to be in the same thing, because they're all saying they're made. But yep, I don't think you can put up any walls. So, well, he is knocked out too. So I don't think I'm moving him over yet. No, I didn't move him over yet. So it might have worked if he was awake. I think he didn't need to be awake. It might have actually counted. Like I said, let me know in the comments below if you're listening to this part of the video, that if he is separated into his own little enclosed wall long enough to proceed with the mission, if it still counts. Because it's not really specific in the game as to enclosed together. I mean, they are enclosed together. Like there's like a sub-enclosure count. I'm not quite sure. So I moved them all back over just to be safe, because I thought that it wouldn't count, since technically, in my opinion, it wouldn't be considered enclosed together, because they are still in a separate, room of wall. So I didn't think it would count. So I'm gonna just move him his little hole over here in the corner that I made up for him. And see where it goes from there. I appreciate your patience if you've been watching this entire video from beginning to end. I know it's been a long haul. All these mission videos are pretty long. They're just a lot of things that can go wrong with them. And you know how it goes. And you've seen what I've been going through. So you know it ain't an easy thing. It's just one big, long, drawn out, random process of trial and error, in my opinion. So all I gotta say to you is good luck. I hope you have better luck than I did. I hope my videos helped you all out. I hope they relieved a lot of stress and shortcuts to you guys to beat these in like 20 minutes or so, because most of them are doable in the beginning of the game in 20 minutes or so. This one in particular, I don't think would be, because obviously you had to research everything to 100%, so this one won't be that quick. But I'm hoping that if you see this before you do any of this, that helps you out. You know what to do beforehand. You just research everything, release everything into the same pen here. Just have nothing in this pen. Make an entire separate pen. Release the metric count of the source last if you can, and then wait till you get to this next part of the mission where you have to ensure they're all enclosed together still, and they have to be enclosed in a secure area, and then you have to basically just let them go for 5 minutes. So, with that being said, I sat here and I watched him like a hawk. Now, he ain't gonna try and take on any of the bigger ones by himself, or I don't think he'll try and take on the herd over there. But you know damn well he's gonna try and take on the Kentosaurus again over here by himself. So, you could either A, sit here and try to heal everything, risk losing things, or B, you can send down your helicopter and knock them out and remove them and keep doing it until the timer is done. Or you could just try to do both. I don't know. I just winged it basically. Cause he just that Metriacanthosaurus is he's pretty damn lethal. I mean, at this point, I don't know if you can let him kill most of the guys they were supposed to have to be released in this area. I mean, for all I know, I didn't need to knock him out or nothing. You can just let him go and do his thing. Because I don't think he's going to get too ballsy in herd here. I think you could just pause. I think you could honestly just let him go after he kills and does whatever he wants, like they would normally let them go in the wild. I don't think it would affect the mission at this point. Yet again, let me know in the comments below if you're listening. Be kind of nice to know, because I'm kind of curious myself. I'm sure that if you let him go, he ain't gonna kill everything in 5 minutes anyway. So it don't matter. I would say just let him go, because now that you knocked him out, you're gonna stop the counter, and obviously when you killed the one, it didn't seem to do anything to anything. So my guess it would be okay, and nothing would be affected by it. He can probably go on a rampage and killing spree, and you know nothing is done to the mission. So knocked him out, picked him up, moving back to the hole again. Just waiting for him to be dropped down right next to Pentaceratops, which is not the mission one. Just go ahead, let them go do their thing. I'm also not 100% sure if that's what we killed earlier was one of the mission ones, and you'll be able to tell with the cog symbol like above them. It'll be related to the mission. I'm not 100% sure if he was one of the ones I released for the mission and he killed it and didn't matter or not. Oh well, all I know is the counter's going down. I'm just gonna run around. Let him do his thing. Still love that color on him so much. It's a pretty nice color if you ask me. So, basically, just gonna wait it out. And I think I have it targeted on him just because I know he's gonna start some hell. Like I said, I wasn't even really thinking about it, just to let him go, do his thing, thinking it wouldn't matter. I just didn't even. You know what I mean? I didn't know. I just didn't know, guys. Oh, my only issue is with this is having him die, because you know he's gonna fight things. You know he's gonna go out there and that was my only issues. If he dies, will I start to counter over? Will I have to, can I get mission failed? I just wasn't chancing any of it. So I was just moving him repetitively just to be on the safe side. Because that's just how I am. Paranoid about failing a mission, especially in this game. Because who knows what they'll do to punish you. God only knows what they'll do. Because I don't think they'll make you fail the mission. I think you would just probably have to make one over again, honestly, and let them all be enclosed for the time limit. And hopefully your timer wouldn't start over again, and you can just resume to wherever it was left off at. So, almost there, guys. Counter's almost down there. Fun mission, fun. You'd have a little bit of experimentation with the if you haven't tried this already with the carnivores and herbivores in the same pen. You get to see the chaos they bring amongst themselves. I was really hoping that he would just come over here long enough to eat and drink and do his own stuff and kind of wander around, but no. He just likes to run straight at another dinosaur and just take it on. I mean, he is a little motherfucker, but he sure got some big balls. He don't give a shit. I would love to see him just jump on the back of the Apatosaurus and then just start clawing the shit out of it like the Velociraptor do, the T Rex in the movies. Just pounce on its back. I would just die laughing if he did that. I would have to say that it has more balls than brain then. So I'm bringing the helicopter back because, damn well it's going to go do its shit in 2 seconds. And it doesn't help that the other things just run right at it. Like, man, do you have it? I know you have giant deer horns on your head, but man, do you want to die? Because that thing is still pretty lethal. Metrocanthosaurus took out that Kentrosaurus pretty quick earlier. So here we are, guys. 20 seconds left on the clock. Just let it run its course. So there you have that. And now all of a sudden, oh, that checked off. And the count back up. That's weird. That was really weird. See that? Count went down to 0. That one wasn't even said they're getting close together anymore. That was weird. And the count went back up to 3 seconds. That one? I don't even know. And it went down to 0. And there you have it, guys. That is the end of the mission. I hope this helps you out. Please like and subscribe to my channel to promote it. I really could appreciate the support right now. Make my stuff grow, and I hope I see you guys in my other videos. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more guides coming to you in other games and other categories. Thank you.